Hello guys, and welcome to the first video of the course. And this video is probably going to be very short because I'm not planning to overwhelm you with too much information right from the beginning, um, and potentially put you off probably. We're going to take it easy at the beginning, but then hopefully we will be able to pick it up and we're going to learn some really good stuff. What we're going to do in this video is that we're going to talk about the types of task two. Probably most of you know most of the things that I will say in this video, but if you have any confusion about the task two types, or if you have some misconceptions, hopefully I will be able to address them and it will be easier for you to classify IELTS writing task two questions. So let's dive in. Right from the beginning, I need to warn you that you shouldn't classify IELTS writing task two questions this way. Never say we have discussion essays, discursive essays, opinion essays, problem solution essays. Because these are not the types, and even if they are the types, this classification is practically useless because we're not going to learn how to describe discussion essays or discursive essays, because every single essay can be turned into a discussion essay or discursive essay, and saying opinion essay doesn't even make sense because every single question, almost every single question that you will get in the IELTS writing task two question will ask your opinion, not somebody else's opinion, but just your opinion. So it makes those questions, it makes almost all those questions an opinion essay. So don't say opinion essay, and problem solution essay, I mean, this is not even a type because we don't have problem solution essays, I'm going to explain what types of questions you're going to get in the IELTS writing task two, and I'm going to show you the easier classification, and you will learn it this way. And if you learn it this way, it's going to be way easier for you to deal with, the classification of IELTS writing task two questions. So these are the types. This is the approach that I and most of my colleagues use to classify IELTS writing task two questions into types. So basically, we're going to use the questions, that are presented to you in the IELTS writing task two to classify the essays. So we have do you agree or disagree essays, or to what extent do you agree disagree essays, because these two questions are almost the same, are identical, I can say. And we have, is this a positive or negative development essay? And we have discussed both these views and give your own opinion essay. And then we have, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages essay? Then we have cause effect solutions essays. And I'm going to explain this in a little bit more detail later. So then we have two-part questions. Sometimes these questions are known as, double questions, and sometimes people call them direct questions. So these are the types, because together with you guys, we're going to learn how to, respond to do you agree, disagree essays, and we're going to learn how to answer questions. This question, is this a positive or negative development essay? And then we're going to learn and discuss both these views and give your own opinion essay. So we're going to learn these. We're not going to learn opinion essays. We're not going to learn discussion essays and stuff. Because like I said, this classification is practically useless. It's not going to help you in any way. So let me explain what I mean. I said that saying opinion essay doesn't make sense because every single question here, look at this, do you agree or disagree? It's asking your opinion. Is this a positive or negative development? Again, it's asking your opinion because some people might say that a particular development is a negative development, and some other people may say that it's a positive development, right? So it's all about the perspective, it's just a matter of opinion, right? So it means that this is also an opinion essay. And this one, yeah, like discuss both these views and give your own opinion. This is also an opinion essay because it's asking your opinion, right? Here as well, do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages essay. So it's again asking your opinion, yeah, according to you, according to your way of thinking, let's just say, yeah. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? Because you might say yes, do the advantages do outweigh the disadvantages, right? But some other people might say that it's the other way around, which means the disadvantages outweigh the advantages, right? So it's again a matter of perspective. It's all about your way of thinking. Yeah, it's all about your opinion. Even when you have to deal with these questions, cause, effect, solutions essay, again, according to you, for example, imagine this question, yeah? Cities are becoming noisier. They say, what are the reasons and what can be done, right? So it's again asking your opinion. According to you, what are the reasons? Yeah, not according to some other people. Yeah, and according to you, how can we deal with this problem? So it is asking your opinion. So that's why it's important to understand, classify IELTS writing task 2 questions according to this approach, not this approach. Yeah, because I usually do this. Yeah. At the beginning of the course in my offline lessons, I always ask questions before we start the lessons, right? Especially writing lessons. And I ask questions like, how many types of IELTS writing task 2 are there? And students most of the time say these, yeah, like we have discursive essays, opinion essays, problem solution essays, and stuff. And I always say the things that I have just said to you guys. So now I'm going to show you some examples for each of these questions so that we can understand the question types even better. And then we're going to wrap this video up. So now, new technologies have changed the way children spend their free time. Do you think the advantages of this trend outweigh the disadvantages? So this is do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages essay, right? This one, everybody should donate a fixed amount of their income to support charity. To what extent do you agree, disagree? So this is to what extent do you agree or disagree essay, or you can say do you agree, disagree essay, right? Next one. Some people believe that in a city, the best way to travel is by car, while other people argue bicycles are a better way of traveling in a city. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. So this is the discuss both views and give your own opinion essay. Yeah. So next one. Around the world, rural people are moving to cities and urban areas, so populations in the countryside are decreasing. Is this a positive or negative development? So this is is this a positive or negative development essay? Next one. Now, I said that here at the beginning, yeah, I will explain these questions, this question type, in a more detail. Now I'm going to do it, right? So here we have 3 words, yeah, causes, effects, and solutions, right? Some people call this, like I said, problem solution essay because in such questions, you will be given a problem. Yeah, you're going to deal with a particular problem. But it's not always a problem solution essay because sometimes you may not be asked to, discuss the solutions to a particular problem, right? So basically we have these 3 words, and using these 3 words, we can create 3 combinations of questions, yeah? So we have cause solution essays, and we have causes and effects essay, and we have effects and solutions essay. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you examples of questions for each of these questions, right? Now look at this one. Today, many people do not know their neighbors. Why is this the case? So it's asking the causes and what can be done about this. Solutions. So this is causes and solutions essay. Next one, look at this one. In many countries, not enough students are choosing to study science subjects. What are the causes? It's asking the causes, reasons, and what will be the effects on society. So this is causes and effects essay. Yeah, it's not even asking the solutions. Yeah, so it's important to distinguish this, because when you're not asked to discuss the solutions, you don't have to. I mean, you shouldn't discuss the solutions, right? So when you're not asked to discuss the solutions, calling the essay problem solution essay doesn't make sense, does it? Right? So this is causes and effects essay. And the next one, in the developed world, average life expectancy is increasing. What problems will this cause for individuals and society? So it's asking the effects. Yeah, what problems will this cause? Yeah, don't be confused with by the word cause, because it's about the future. Yeah, it means that it's asking the results in the future. It means it's about the effects. And then suggest some measures that could be taken to reduce the impact of aging populations. So it's asking solutions. Now this is effects and solutions essay. All right. Here, if you pay attention, you don't have to discuss the reasons, causes of the problem, right? So it's important to distinguish these questions because, if you, for example, here, in this question particularly, if you discuss the solutions instead of the effects, I mean, you're not going to get a very good score on task response, right? And the same is going to happen here. If you discuss the, let's just say, causes and solutions, you're not going to get a very good score on task response again, because you're not answering the question, because you misunderstood the question. So it's very important to distinguish these questions, okay? So we're going to talk about these in detail in other videos, in the upcoming videos. Don't worry, guys. I will explain every single thing that you should know about these essay questions, right? So now let's continue. In many countries, people increasingly talk about money, such as how much they earn or how much they pay for things in their daily conversations. Why is this a positive or negative development? Actually, this is a two-part question. Yeah, two questions or double questions, because you're dealing with two questions. So it's asking the reasons, and it's asking whether it's a negative or positive development. Yeah, so you are dealing with two questions. Now, the next one. Some people spend a lot of money celebrating personal family events, such as weddings and birthdays. How important is it to celebrate such events? So it's asking a direct question, right? How important is it to celebrate such events? So do you think people spend too much money on these events? Again, two questions, two direct questions, yeah? So like I said here. So yes, these are the types of questions. Yeah, these are the only types of questions that you will have to deal with in your exam, right? So during the course, I'm going to show you different approaches to these questions, all of these questions, and we're going to learn everything there is to learn about these questions and how to respond them appropriately, so that we can get a very good score in writing. So that's all. Before I finish this video, let's wrap this up. I mean, let's recap this all. Yeah. So classification of IELTS writing task 2 questions. So from now on, please don't say discussion essays, discursive essays, opinion essays, problem solution essays, because you're not going to learn how to describe discursive essays, because like I said, every single question can become a discursive essay if you use the right approach. And do not say opinion essay, because like I said, every single question is asking your opinion. So it's practically useless. Okay. And then problem solution. Do not say that, because you have just seen that the question may not ask you to discuss the solutions. So when you're not asked to discuss the solutions, calling the essay problem solution essay doesn't make sense. So instead, use this approach to classification, right? You just read the question, and that question will be your question type, right? So if the question asks, do you agree or disagree, it means that it's an agree or disagree essay. Okay, if the question asks, is this a positive or negative development? It's is this a positive or negative development essay? So if it's asking, discuss both these views and give your own opinion, it means that it's a discuss both views and give your own opinion essay. So you just look at the question, and that question will be your question type. Okay, that's easier and that's less confusing. So if you just learn this way, I mean, IELTS writing task 2 starts to make sense. Starts to make a lot of sense actually. So that's all for today's video, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to overwhelm you with too much information. We're going to take it really slowly at the beginning, but then hopefully we're going to be able to pick it up and learn some cool stuff. So thank you guys for your attention. See you in the next videos.